to today's story for our cryptocurrency segment. UK High Court orders freeze on $1 million of Bitcoin in ransomware case. This is, of course, coming to us from Cointelegraph. Now, a proprietary injunction has been ordered by a United Kingdom High Court. And this concerns Bitcoin obtained through a ransomware attack on a Canadian insurance company. Now, for those of you who don't know, a proprietary injunction is a type of court order which intends to freeze the assets of an individual when it is the subject of a proprietary claim. Essentially, let's say that I file a suit against you and say that you are using something of mine inappropriately, or you are using assets that were that should be mine. The court has the right to go and freeze your funds. Now, obviously, with freezing Bitcoin on the blockchain, this is quite impossible. However, governments and courts have the ability now to attack exchanges and freeze your funds on exchanges, because now if you hold the keys to your Bitcoin, nobody can freeze your funds. It's unconfiscatable currency if you hold your own private keys. If you trust an exchange with your private keys, right? It's not even trusting your exchange with your private keys. When you deposit Bitcoin onto an exchange, that is their Bitcoin. They have the private keys. That is no longer your Bitcoin. You have to trust them to send you your Bitcoin back when you put a claim on it, right? So that is essentially no longer your Bitcoin, and you have lost the unconfiscatable properties of Bitcoin by trusting another party. Now, on January 17th, a publication ban was lifted on the case, revealing that Justin Bryan of the High Court issued an order which specifically names the cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex as a relevant party and defendant in this matter. Also released were documents related to the ransomware attack, which described over 1,000 of the insurance company's computers affected by the malware. Now, this malware attack maliciously encrypted vital company data across their network, and it rendered files inaccessible, a very classic ransomware attack. Now, at the time, unidentified attackers demanded $1.2 million in ransom to be paid in Bitcoin before they would decrypt the data for this Canadian insurance company. And in the end, the insurance firm's own insurer, so the insurance fund had an insurance fund. In the end, the insurance firm's own insurer covered the ransom, chalking up the loss as a cybercrime incident, and finally agreeing with the hackers to pay $950,000 in Bitcoin to get their data back. Now, once the payment was made within 24 hours, the hackers did honor the agreement and provided a tool to unlock the company's data and computer networks. Still, the company spent 10 days restoring all of its systems, which included 20 servers and 1,000 desktop computers. This is an absolute travesty to deal with whenever you are a company. Whenever anybody maliciously seizes or locks up your data and basically renders you unable to service your clients through their own greed or fear or maliciousness, this absolutely throws a wrench in running your company. This absolutely throws a wrench in your clients' access to their services, and it generally makes life absolutely chaotic for everybody. But this is the mission goal. This is the drumbeat of hackers and fraudsters out there everywhere who lock up, who utilize malware, who utilize maliciousness to lock up the funds of a company, generally because they are unable to go and put in that hard work themselves and go, earn a living on their own. So again, very much against theft. This all falls into the realm of theft for me. I think that theft is one of the biggest travesties out there because I do believe in objective honor. And I think that theft and attacks like these are a clear violation of an objective code of honor. Now, the company's insurer, which covered the loss, ended up hiring the major blockchain analytics firm Chainalysis to track the Bitcoin ransom that they sent. So they hired Chainalysis to track where this Bitcoin that they paid in ransom went to. Now, Chainalysis' own investigation revealed that most of the ransom, 96 Bitcoin to be exact, had been immediately laundered through the crypto exchange Bitfinex. Now, the court order required Bitfinex to provide any information concerning the holder of the account that received the ransom by December 18th, 2019. Now, this has all just been made recently public, and Cointelegraph contacted Bitfinex for comment. However, the platform did not clarify the status of the ransomer's Bitcoin or if the ordered identity data was ever handed over to the court, stating, quote, Bitfinex has robust systems in place to allow it to assist law enforcement authorities and litigants in cases such as this. In this case, we have assisted the claimant to trace the stolen Bitcoin, and we understand the focus of the claimant's attention is no longer on the Bitfinex platform. It now appears Bitfinex is an entirely innocent party mixed up in this wrongdoing. Now, according to a January 25th report from the New Money Review, the case is said to be still ongoing. Now, Derek Connell, who is the insurance company's legal representative, said that return hearings of the injunction will be held again in due course before Justice Bryan, who has reserved the case to himself. As this is only the interim stage, his client's claim will need to be determined after a trial in the Commercial Court of London. Now, ransomware attacks are a major cybersecurity threat and are becoming increasingly advanced, often targeting computer and server infrastructure of large businesses and government departments. Cointelegraph even reported back in early December 2019 of a Texas-based data center provider, CyrusOne, who was extorted to the tune of $600,000 in Bitcoin when their systems fell victim to a ransomware attack. In June 2019, the city council of Riviera Beach had its offices hit with malware, which encrypted important government files across the network. Florida ended up agreeing to pay $600,000 worth of Bitcoin to the hackers to resolve this attack. Now, while it's not often that countries order third-party services, such as overseas-based exchanges to lock or freeze Bitcoin, these types of court injunctions into the world of crypto may become more common, especially as malware and ransomware attacks seem to be coming on the rise. And this comes on the heels of a recent report by Chainalysis that circulated widely in recent weeks, revealing that Binance and Huobi exchanges were responsible for laundering over half of all illicit Bitcoin tracked in 2019, whether they came from ransomware attacks, stolen attacks, malware attacks. Now, the blockchain analysis firm Chainalysis put the global crime-related Bitcoin transaction figure at $2.8 billion for the outgoing year. A part of that includes ill-gotten proceeds from incidents such as ransomware attacks we just described. Now, their report did not rank Bitfinex's specific involvement on their crypto laundering chart, but it is assumed that they are among the 47% listed as other exchanges in their 2019 report, which also identified a rogue 100 group of OTC brokers said to be responsible for overseeing the laundering of Bitcoin on this global scale. Now, this rogue 100 of over-the-counter brokers is said to do their dirty work washing crypto across multiple exchanges, and so it's likely Bitfinex is also one of their preferred dumping grounds. However, the numbers currently seem to stack up that Binance and Huobi are bringing home the bacon as the big winners for crypto laundering. So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this down in the comment section down below. What effect do you think that this will have on crypto?